they say. So they say. This ain't one man's trash, is another man's treasure. But if you want to bad, love or possession. Keep your...
It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for that game against Chicago, that one, the 7th on the season for them, the team's still looking to improve each time they take the floor.
The starters for the Utah Jazz, sharing the wing spot, it's Clarkson and Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then it's George, and it's Hendricks in at the power forward position. And for the Mavericks, big men on the floor for them, it'll be Washington and Gafford. Irving on the wing along with Thompson. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. Early on, Greg, the potential landscape of the NBA very much open-ended.
An early win streak could really boost the team's outlook, kind of define their direction. And so I expect to see them keep the intensity up. So we should be in for a fun one.
Irving attacking. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Well, put it on the deck, get into a gap, and get a bucket. That is Kyrie Irving at his best.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter, and he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Clarkson after Luka Doncic's bucket. And that's good. Jordan Clarkson for 3.
Jordan Clarkson showing the ability to put the ball on the deck and make a play.
Doncic against George. And it's sent back by Kessler. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebounded by Clarkson. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Down low, here's Kessler. Drops in the layup for 2.
We are talking 7 foot, 245 pounds. You better be able to finish it, Mr. Kessler.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. Well, after their three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals, the Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven. Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. And here's George. After the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. BB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody at the rim. Wow.
There's no question, Kevin. Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to do his job.
And he sinks the second. You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, Doris, you have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. He is known as an excellent tactician. He does an incredible job in scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Thompson against Markkanen, and no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Another miss by Utah. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Out to Doncic. From past the arc. A rebound by the Jazz. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit. And what I love about marketing, he takes care of the basketball, and that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Luka Doncic.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
Clarkson finds George. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks, leading by 5. That one goes in.
Yeah, Doncic is used to and accustomed to all this contact. In fact, you get the sense he loves and relishes this kind of play.
Now, here is George. His last outing, he had 8 points.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Doncic passes to Washington. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Doncic feeling it out. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, makes it off the glass.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
Outside, Markkanen. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Here's Doncic after the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Second, Luka Doncic.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Now, here's Doncic. This game he had 28 points.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
It's deflected.
Well, on top of the length he provides and athleticism, there are the shot-blocking instincts of Derek Lively. Wow.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Marshall's checked in. The Jazz working the ball around now. He was all alone on that one. Clarkson's got 6 points.
Well, we know Jordan Clarkson is a guy who likes to play fast. He's going to catch and shoot as soon as it touches his fingers.
And when we talk about players with great upside, Derek Lively is one of the first to come up.
That's no question about that. This young man has great length and athleticism. He's adding strength every single day. Eventually, he's going to have some go-to moves offensively, but right now, rim runner, rim protector of the highest standard, and plays beyond his years. Boy, when you talk about Derek Lively, first thing that strikes you are his physical tools, length, athleticism, great motor, but I also like the maturity from this young man.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. And Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report. On the free throw, no good.
Name a type of shot Deontay George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all three levels. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
George, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
The shot's good from Irving. He's got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Jazz trail by 11. And Will Hardy is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Klay Thompson. John Collins, he's checked in for the Jazz. Sexton comes in for George. Now, here's Collins. Here's Sexton. The Jazz with another miss.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Marshall deciding where to go with it. Drills it from outside.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And the Jazz with possession here, following the three-point basket by Dallas. Clock at 6. Clarkson kicks to Sexton. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
How about the response from Colin Sexton with some range?
Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Here's Kessler. The Mavericks making the shot. Pass to Markkanen. It's rebounded by Dallas.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Sexton. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Over in the corner, Marshall. Stolen by Markkanen. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
No good on that one.
What I'm always impressed by, guys, is Markkanen's versatility. The guy can face up and make jump shots. He can be enough of a presence on the interior that you're very comfortable with him in this modern NBA game.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Irving. Shoots the three. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's Dallas. They lead by 14. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. Drew Eubanks out there with John Collins. And it's Mills in at the point guard. Now, here's Markkanen. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
How about that? Markkanen able to take the contact and play through it. Big-time finish.
Now, here's Dinwiddie, covered by Mills. In the corner, Irving with it. 6 to shoot, over Sexton. And it comes off the front of the rim. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Down by 12. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Suns in Phoenix. On its way from Irving for 2. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Irving's got 10 points in the game. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
Now, here is Irving. Dinwiddie kicks to Marshall. Lively a screen on Sexton. A 3, Marshall. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Irving. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one. Sexton dishes to Markkanen. Markkanen sets the pick for Collins. Outside, Sexton. It's good from long range. He's got 6.
This is a shot Colin Sexton has worked so hard to improve on. Can he be consistent from three-point range?
Dinwiddie, count that one. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass.
Here's Mills, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. The Jazz also changing it up. Hendricks is checked in. And it's Keontae George in for Patty Mills. Pass to Sexton. Jazz passing it around. The 3 from George. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Doncic passes to Lively. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Timeout.
Doncic has got his 3rd assist on the night. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the Mavericks making a change here. Gafford's checked in. And a switcher also for Utah. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for John Collins. George with a screen on Doncic. Pass to Hendricks. Wants to get it to Kessler and does. Shoots over Gafford. Kessler with the bucket. Kessler's got 5 now. Mavericks leading by 17. Here's Doncic. A rebound by the Jazz. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the call will be against Najee Marshall. That is his first foul of the game. Thompson, he's checked in for Najee Marshall. Jazz trail by 17. George looking over the floor. Over Irving. And again it's Utah.
Keontae George deciding, all right, you want to concede the mid-range, I will get to that spot.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Kessler with the rebound. They get a hand on it. Doncic left side. Takes the three. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 12.
You can just see how patiently Luka just waits for the defense to react, and then boom, he hits you with his move.
Pass to George. From 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Hey, DB, what do you make of Colin Sexton's nickname, Young Bull?
Kevin, I think it's a very apt moniker because this guy is relentless. He attacks you with his defense. He's going to come at you with a ton of youthful energy, and he will not back down.
Dinwiddie's checked in for the Mavericks. A switcher also for Utah. Clarkson's checked in.
And checking out some stats for Clarkson. How he did last season. Averaged 17 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit.
Now, here's Doncic. 12 points for him. Over George. Doncic, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
From the arc. A nice shot by George. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind. And it's fun to watch. And here's George. After Luka Doncic hitting the three. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Clarkson on the wing. Dinwiddie covering. Clarkson passes to Hendricks. Shot clock at 5. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Kessler, no good. Dallas leading by 17. Doncic passes to Dinwiddie. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket.
Well, just tremendous body control by Spencer Dinwiddie, able to adjust to the defender's contact.
Markkanen can't get it to go.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Gafford misses.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Connects from three-point range.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Doncic outside. On the wing, Dinwiddie. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Jazz trail by 18.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
The Jazz have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Well, Keontae George, guys, a talented backcourt guy. He can create off the dribble. He can make snappy passes. Everything you want in a combo guard.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Washington's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Spencer Dinwiddie.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Utah has gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game. And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter. And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause.
It's that one through the hole, make them now 7 of 13 in this game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Clarkson. And it's Luka with the rebound. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Clarkson for 3. No good that time. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Mavericks lead by 18. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, PJ. Hot start offensively. How do you continue that in the second half?
I think we did a great job of attacking the rim and kicking out to our teammates and making open shots. So we got back away from that in the second quarter, but we got to do a better job of that coming out of halftime.
Stick with what works, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
You look at the Jazz, when you come out rocking with 2 straight wins, you're feeling good.
Yeah, gotta keep that out of your head, though. Each game presents a new challenge.
And turning now to the game we've been watching, Luka Doncic has been lighting it up.
I feel like every time we do a game involving Doncic, that's who we end up talking about. And here we go again. He forces teams to play him at his pace, which is a very methodical, very calculated, and very difficult to disrupt.
Yes, he's in the matrix. Very slow motion, Kenny.
Oh, I get that. That's pretty good.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Big man on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Marshall in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Puts up a 3. Hendricks pulls it in. Jazz trail by 18. And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those 2 guys.
And that one's good, Irving.
Gets in the paint and drains it. Kyrie Irving, show off that touch.
Now here is George. Defense right on him. Clarkson for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Out to Thompson from downtown. Drains the 3-pointer. Thompson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Klay Thompson is not about to let a 3 go unanswered. Big time shot.
Pass to George. Takes a 3. Thompson with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Marshall can't hit.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The three from George. Mavericks leading by 17. Thompson from long range. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Irving with a clean look. From outside, off the mark. Utah's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. That one doesn't drop. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. To the middle, here's Gafford. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Mavericks lead by 19. The Jazz have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And the call will be against Najee Marshall. That's foul number 2 for him. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Is checked in for the Mavericks. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. You look at Kessler, second in the NBA, a great defender.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Clarkson kicks to Markkanen. Another miss by Utah.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out Doris a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
Clarkson outside. Kessler setting the pick for Clarkson. The Jazz with another miss. Mavericks leading by 19 points. Fires for 3. Doncic, no good. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Clarkson. Up and in on the layup. Clarkson's got 11 points.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And then Washington with the dunk.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now, here's Clarkson. 11 points in the game. Pass to Hendricks. Kessler with it, covered by Irving. George with no one around. And he's good on the 3-ball. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Keontae George proved to be comfortable from the outset in the league. This guy is relentless offensively.
Doncic passes to Irving. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 8 now on the night. Here's Clarkson. And here's the drive.
Well, Jordan Clarkson's handle has improved, and that allows that kind of move to happen.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to talk to his guys. And the Mavericks with some changes. Derek Lively comes in for Daniel Gafford. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Irving. Sexton, he's checked in for Utah. Pass to Grimes. The 3 for Doncic. Good on the triple. Doncic has got 20 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Mavericks leading by 20. With the drive, Washington with it. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Washington's got 11.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Kessler with it, picked up by Thompson. Clarkson for three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Lively's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Doris, when you think of the Utah Jazz, where do they fit in a very competitive Western Conference?
Well, think about it, Kev. The Gobert and Mitchell era was successful, but they couldn't get to the ultimate prize. So then you trade those two players away, you get a load of picks. This is the direction you've chosen, but now it's going to take some time and some patience.
The Mavericks have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Stolen by Kessler. Sexton the pass to George. Doncic with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Stolen by Kessler. On the wing, George. 25 points in the game. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got 11 points here in just the second half.
What a versatile scorer Keontae George is. How about the range?
The 19-foot shot. And it's Doncic missing.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Sexton the pass to Hendricks. Doris with Nowitzki and Doncic. The Mavericks have gone from one great European player to another.
And you could tell the 1 year that Luka got to play with Dirk, Kevin, he absolutely loved it. He got to learn from a Hall of Famer and a champion. What better way to start your career?
Mavericks making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. John Collins, he's checked in for Utah. Mills comes in for George. Lively with the screen. Thompson in the corner. Back to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 6. Over Collins. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. 17-point game. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Well, speed is such an important weapon for Colin Sexton, and he gets to the mid-range game. Nice.
And now Utah, fast break. The 3 from Mills. A rebound by Washington. Mavericks leading by 15. Driving to the basket. Grimes with the bucket.
Boy, how about Quentin Grimes attacking off the bounce? That is a pretty play.
Now here's Mills. Dinwiddie covering. Mills can't hit. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
And that one drops. Washington's got 13 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Clarkson, that one wide left. Thompson from long range hits the three-point bomb. Thompson's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Dallas. And so it's Dallas cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. Mills out there with Sexton. And it's Eubanks in at the center position. Here's Mills, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Back to Mills. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Dinwiddie. Utah with the rebound.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
To the paint, and the foul called on P.J. Washington. That'll be his second foul of the game. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford comes in for Derek Lively. And Doncic is subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Outside, Sexton. Shot from 12. The Jazz with another miss. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Inside, here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Boy, there was some contact there, but Gafford able to use his size to finish.
Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Another miss by Utah.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Sexton against Irving. Here's Markkanen. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, get the ball and go to work. Markkanen using his size to great effect inside.
Doncic passes to Gafford. And Sexton over to help. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Here's Gafford. Pass to Washington. To the left wing. And here's Marshall from the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance?
Nice move. And Doncic lays it in. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, yet another night for Luka Doncic. This guy is forcing everyone to play at his pace right now.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Well, when you talk about the NBA going global, the last 6 MVPs, Doris, as you know, all international players.
Kevin, what I love about this is the NBA wants the best players, regardless of where they come from. There's a time where American players just dominated that award for years and years. Fact of the matter is, it's good for the game to get the baddest, best players in the world, and we've done that.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Gafford throws it down.
Perhaps no better target in the alley-oop than Daniel Gafford. Finish it, young sir.
Outside, Sexton. Outside, Markkanen. A 3-ball. And it's Luka with the rebound. Doncic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Irving, good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Hendricks. Back to George. Markkanen passes to George. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
3 points.
George has got 31.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Here's Kleba. 3-pointer. Utah with the rebound. Markkanen's got 7 rebounds in the game. Throws it up high. Marshall with the steal. Here's Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 11 points here in just the second half.
But not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
To the inside, releases, and no good, trying to use the glass. We've heard some players' doors propose that refs should be fined for missed calls, especially with the game on the line. What do you think?
Kevin, I couldn't disagree more. First and foremost, the level of accountability for NBA officials is unprecedented. And keep in mind, there is discipline for high-profile mistakes and mistakes of all kinds. Every single game, every single call is evaluated, and you see their progression in terms of, yes, they'll officiate in the playoffs, or no, they won't. We are right where we need to be. This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
Now Kessler. Here's Markkanen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
The 7th pick in 2017, Lauri Markkanen. Almost a throw-in in that Donovan Mitchell trade.
That's incredible to think of now in the context of this guy becoming an all-star in his own right, Kevin. I mean, Markkanen is a 7-footer who's got efficient offensive numbers, like 50, 40, 90 type numbers. He is an uncommon talent. Obviously, we've seen Lauri Markkanen make a considerable leap. This guy goes from role player to all-star talent.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Thompson comes in for Marshall. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Well, just incredible ability on the drive. This guy, Spencer Dinwiddie, so difficult to contain.
From deep, George. Mavericks with the rebound. Lively's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Here's Doncic. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 17 points here in the second half.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively. Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Mavericks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And that one's good, George. George has got 33.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And they double up Doncic. The shot by Kleba, wide open. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, the good news, though, is they've already got the win wrapped up. He might as well sit back and enjoy this one.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's George. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, Luka, another win for you, but the games keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
I think it's important that you compete. Congrats on the win, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Much appreciated, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we present the player of the game, Luka Doncic.
Tell 'em to shoot. I'm at the loop, I'm out of range.